Now screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Correct. So with this group, we had discussed a few instructions based upon ending, ORing, XORing operation, right? We discussed the six instruction, which is basically perform ending operation, ORing operation, XORing operation. Along with that, now today we want to discuss about comparison and rotation. Now, with the comparison, I think in one batch A, we discuss few points regarding this. For the remaining two batch, still we need to discuss. Try to understand here how this instruction will work. CMP basically used to compare the content of register and accumulator. Whenever you will write CMP instruction, it is always expected to mention register, any general purpose register you can mention. So that will basically compare the content of accumulator and the mentioned register, right? So suppose if I write CMP and then any register, how I can check my result? What is the result of comparison? So make sure here you will not find any result in terms of process in accumulator, but you will find your result in terms of change in flag register. How? See, suppose if I am comparing register's content with accumulator, I may have three possibilities. Either my content will be, the content of accumulator will be equal to the register's content, or it may be possible my content of accumulator is greater than the register's content, or last possibility is the content of accumulator is less than register's content. Am I communicating, student? जब भी आप कंपेयर करोगे you have a result in terms of condition, whether your content are same, both the contents are same, or accumulator's content is more or your register's content is more, right? How you will find this? Through this flag register. आपके flag register में carry flag and zero flag will be reflected, will be modified based upon this condition. If I say कि मेरे accumulator में भी I have a data and that is 35, in my register also I have some data which is 35, and if I am writing CMPB, so what it will do? That will compare the content of accumulator and register, both are 35, 35. That means my zero flag will be set to 1. If both the contents are same, you will never find any result in accumulator कि यहाँ पे कुछ process हो रहा है और उसका result you will find in accumulator. Comparison का result आपको condition में मिलेगा, right? How you will find your condition कि less है, greater है या equal है? That is through flag register. If both the content are same, you will find your zero flag is set to 1. If the content of accumulator is large compared to register, your carry flag and zero flag both will be reset. But if the content of accumulator is less than register, your carry flag will be set to 1. Is it clear, student? Any doubt here in this CMP? Can anyone tell me कि जैसे if you are comparing, what is the process behind this? कल हम लोग ने लैब में डिस्कस किया था with Abbage. What is the process behind this? If you are comparing two things, comparing the register's content and accumulator, basically process क्या होगा? Students, can you hear me? Yes sir.
Yes.
Okay, suppose if you are performing a process of comparison, you are writing CMP B, what it will do so that you will find your result in terms of condition. Can anyone tell me? Yes?
Compare B with accumulator.
Yes. Ayushi, I'm not getting your voice. What you are trying to tell us? Ayushi? So, student, as mentioned by Michelle, whenever you are comparing, the backend process is subtraction. Your content of register is always subtracted from the content of accumulator. You can check here how this process is going on. अगर मैं ये बोलूँ कि if I am writing CMPB and B's content, register B is loaded with some data, and I have accumulator which is loaded with some data, right? If I say I'm writing CMPB, what it will do? It will subtract this content of register B from the accumulator. Now you can easily map this flag status based upon this process. अगर मेरा accumulator and register B दोनों का content same है, that means my result क्या होगा? What will be the result of subtraction? If A equal to 35, B equal to 35, what is the result?
0.
0, right? So that's why you can check here that if the content of accumulator and register both are same, you will find your zero flag is set. Are you getting this, student? Zero flag कब set होता है? जब your result is 0. So you will find here your result is 0, right? Suppose the content of accumulator is 35 and content of B is 25. What will happen? You can easily subtract B from A. So there is no borrow. So carry flag is 0 and result will be non-zero. So that's why zero flag is also 0. But if you are subtracting 35 from 25, right? Your accumulator's content is less than register's content. What will happen? You need to take a borrow, and borrow will be reflected in flag register in place of carry flag. So you will find your carry flag is set to 1, right? So now easily you can map this condition with the process, but make sure generally subtraction में हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि we are subtracting two numbers and the result is stored in accumulator. Here there is no place, no register will store your result. It will only compare. The process behind the comparison will be always subtracting, but it will not reflect your result anywhere. Your result you will find in terms of condition, and that condition, based upon your condition, you will find the status of your flag, carry and zero flag. Am I communicating, student? Yes, sir. Any doubt here? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Correct? Right? So always make sure that comparison instruction, it will be very much helpful. Where generally there is a need to compare. Whenever you are designing any up-down counter, up counter design करते हो या फिर down counter design करते हो, you always need to compare your current data with the set value, right? You always need to compare your current data with the set value. Suppose my initial data is 0, 0, and I want to set my counter to value 10. So what I will do, I'll always increment it by 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. When it will reach to 1, 0, then again it will be reset to 0, 0. So इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Up counter बोलते हैं, right? So with each and every second, your count will be up by 1 position, but you have some set value. So always you need to compare your current count value with the set value. And if you find both the results are same, that means now again you need to go and reset to your counter. उससे opposite down counter में भी use कर सकते हो कि suppose if you are initially loading your register with the maximum value, you are down counting by 1, 1, you are counting down by 1, 1, and you will reach to 0, 0. So now you are comparing your result with 0, 0. If it is 0, 0, again it will load to the maximum value, right? So this type of instruction very widely used in this counting application. जहाँ पे भी आप counter design कर रहे हो, always you need to compare your present count with the set value, right? Anyone, any last point to discuss with this instruction, CMP? Is it clear to everyone? Right? You can check here that CMP, after CMP, we are only mentioning a register. So it will generate only one hex code. So it is a 1 byte instruction, and the addressing mode that will be used by this is register addressing mode, right? Here, after CMP, what you will write? Any general purpose 8-bit register. So the addressing mode will be used by this instruction is register addressing. Okay. Now after CMP, the next instruction we have, which is CPI, again perform the same process, again give you same result in terms of condition, but instead of CMP, we are using CPI, where we want to compare immediate data with accumulator. Again, I am repeating my statement, students. If you want a flexibility in terms of transferring the data first into accumulator and then compare, you can always use CPI, where you have a flexibility to compare directly your accumulators content with the data. अगर आपको CMP यूज करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? First you need to take a data in register and then you can compare it with the content of accumulator. But with CPI, directly whatever data you want to take for the comparison, that data you can mention. Am I communicating, student?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only one answer I am getting. What about remaining? Are we getting, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So CPI 8-bit data you can mention, and suppose if your accumulator and the data that you are mentioning both are same, what do you think? Which flag will be set or reset? If the data you are mentioning here that is equivalent to the content of accumulator, you will find your result in terms of which condition? Are you getting my question, student? आपके पास 3 कंडीशन रिजल्ट में है. If we are mentioning data over here that is equal to the content of accumulator, you will fall under which category, which condition? Yes?
Zero flag.
Very good. Your A equal to data, so that's why 0 flag will be set to 1. Your accumulator's content is less compared to this 8-bit data. Then what will happen? Your accumulator's content is less than this 8-bit data. Suppose accumulator में 25 है, यहाँ पे आप mention कर रहे हो 35 है. Then which flag will be affected?
Carry.
Very good. Your carry flag will be set to 1. But suppose if you say here in accumulator you have a data 35 and the data you are mentioning is 25. So ultimately 35 minus 25, you will not find carry flag to be set or 0. Your answer will not be 0. So both the flags will be 0. So you can find here, you can check here. If A is less than 8-bit data, you will find your carry flag is set to 1. If A is greater than 8-bit, your carry flag is 0. But both are same, you will find the condition 0 flag is set. Right? It is same like previous one. Simply the way we are specifying our operand is different. In previous case, it was registered. Now what do you think? Which addressing mode here we are using? CPI 8-bit data will use which addressing mode?
Immediate.
Immediate addressing mode, right? Here we are mentioning immediate 8-bit data as an operand, so it will use immediate addressing mode. It will occupy how many bytes in memory? It is 1 byte, 2 byte, or 3 byte instruction?
2.
It will occupy 2 bytes of memory, so you can say it is a 2 byte instruction, right? So that what the difference is. You will occupy 2 bytes. You can mention immediate data, so it will use immediate addressing mode. Otherwise, the process and everything is exactly same with CPI. So you can check 2 byte and immediate addressing mode will be used. CMP R or M we had already discussed. Now in previous case, CMP R is will compare your content of register, and accumulator. Now instead of that you can compare it with memory location also. Memory content से भी आप compare कर सकते हो. So that will be same. After CMP you need to specify M. M indicates the content of memory location which is specified by HL pair. So that content and accumulator will be compared. Again the condition is same. It will occupy only 1 byte of memory. And here memory location we are specifying, but directly nahi, indirectly we are specifying in HL pair, so it will use indirect memory addressing. Any doubt here in CMPR, CMPM and CPI? Anyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Correct. Now after that we want to check here for the complement accumulator. We discussed this instruction in all 3 batches, but let me repeat one more time. The content of accumulator, if you want to complement it, complement का मतलब कि suppose if you have some data available into your accumulator, in that zeros you want to replace by ones and ones you want to replace by zeros, you want to perform ones complement. At that time you will use CMA. Obviously आप जब भी CMA यूज करोगे तो फ्लैग अफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. After this CMA there is no need to specify any operand because it will ultimately complement your content of accumulator. So it will use implied addressing mode, implied or implicit addressing mode you can say, and it will occupy only 1 byte of memory. Right? Let's say for example, if my content of accumulator is like 1010 1010, which is A and A. So after CMA, what it will be? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So that will become 55. Am I communicating, student? How this instruction will work? Only need to make sure that the complement will be always with the content of accumulator only. Okay. Just try to write a program equivalent to this data. You want to find a ones complement of number which is stored at location 4400, and whatever the complemented result you will find after performing ones complement, whatever the result you will find, that you need to store onto the location 4300. Am I communicating, student? What you want to do? वंस कॉम्प्लीमेंट टूज कॉम्प्लीमेंट डिजिटल में पढ़ा होगा आपने, राइट? यस और नो? So
Yes, ma'am.
correct. So we want to find ones complement of the number, but the number is not available in any register. It is available onto memory location. So you need to take it from memory location, complement it, and result again stored onto the location 4300. Can we do this, students? Yes or no? Can you do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's try. Yes, Michelle, can you do this?
Yes,
Anand?
ma'am.
Anand? Eva? Sagar? Sahil? Yes or no? It's only matter of 3 instruction. Those who done with can paste here. We have a data available onto memory location that you want to complement, and the result must be stored again onto the location. Just do it. Yes. Uday, very good. Very good, Uday. Right? Can you explain this, Uday?
Yes, ma'am. First, we have to load the data in the accumulator from the memory location 4400. Then, using CM instruction, it will complement the data of accumulator, and then we are storing it at 4300.
Very good. Very good, Uday. Right? Simply, student, we know how to complement the content of accumulator. So for that we can use CMA, but how to take the data from memory location? So for that we have to use LDA. राइट यहाँ पे और कोई ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. वी हैव LDAX, move A, M. These are the 3-4 options that we can through that we can access our memory. But complement करने के लिए ultimately you need your data in which register? To complement, ultimately you want your data in which register? कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑलवेज कहां से होता है स्टूडेंट? योर डेटा मस्ट बी what I am asking student, your data must be
accumulator.
It must be an accumulator, right? So always to use LDA is preferable here. So 4400 location का जो content है that we are transferring into accumulator by using LDA, then we will complement it, and then the result of complementing accumulator will be transferred to the location by using STA. Very good, Uday. Right? You can check here. Suppose if I have a data on location 440 is 55 and I want to complement it, my result must be stored onto the location 4300. So you will use LDA 4400, which will use to get the number from the memory location. Then we will complement it, and whatever the complement data we are having, we'll store it onto the location 4300, and that's it. Any doubt, student, here in this? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that will help you to find a equivalent complement of your given data. Right? Now we want to check for one more task based upon this. It basically generally it can be asked into 3 marks also. So let's check how many of you can find this. Find 2's complement of the number stored at memory location 4200 and store the complemented number at memory location 4300. You are having a data available that is 55. Right? Again, like previous case, we want to perform a complement operation, but here we want to find 2's complement. Are you getting me, student? Instead of 1's complement, we want to find 2's complement. Data is available onto the location, and finally result we want to transfer onto the memory location 4300. Okay. Yes, let's do it. Now instead of 1's complement, we want to find 2's complement. 2's complement generally by process कैसे find out करते हैं students? डिजिटल में पढ़ा होगा how to find 2's complement. आयुषी? Uday, how to find 2's complement? Sahil?
One complement
Yes.
complement plus one, I guess.
Very good, right? 1's complement plus 1 will give you 2's complement. Okay. Yes, Deva, correct. Okay, now with this logic, you can write your code. You have to first complement and then you need to add 1. Everyone will write this code. Yes, paste your code here. Now we want to find 2's complement. The procedure is how to find 1's complement, that is known to us. Now we want to add plus 1. Uday, Dinesh, Mishal, just do it. So Uday, ADI 08 will add 8 or 1?
Yes, I by mistake wrote
Okay.
0.
Okay, okay. Correct. One approach can be after complementing, add 1. Okay. Ayushi, Sahil,
Ma'am, I did that only.
Devang, can you paste your code? Rutri, Nivya, Eva, Drashti. Are you getting the point, students? What we want to do is we want to find 2's complement. To generate 2's complement, how can we find? What is the result you are getting if your data is 55, Uday?
I joined from mobile. I haven't run it.
It's okay, you can count. See, suppose if you say you want to find out 1's complement, 2's complement find out करने के लिए आपको 1's complement plus 1 करना पड़ेगा as per our discussion. So suppose my data is 1 0 0 1 0 1, that is 5, 0 1 0 1, that is 5. So 55 is my data. First I'll write CMA. So that will complement my content of accumulator. So it will become 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So you will get 1's complement. Yes or no? Which is
Yes.
A and A. Now to find 2's complement, you need to add plus 1. So if you add plus 1, it will become 1. 8 plus 1 matlab all the remainings are 0. So you'll find here, if you add 1, it will become 0 plus 1 is 1. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So you'll find your answer is A, B. Yes or no? A plus 1 will give you A plus 1 is B and AB. Are you getting the point, students? Right? So one thing is you can load your content of accumulator as done by Uday. 4200 location ka data you can take in accumulator by using LDA. Then we'll complement our content of accumulator. Then we will add 0 1 as per our calculation. यहाँ पे जैसे हमने calculation किया, you need to add 1. And finally, whatever result you will find, that you need to store onto the location 4300. Now, can anyone tell me what can be the another option of this? If I don't want to use ADI, then what can be the option? जिससे मुझे +1 मिलता है।
INX.
Very good. INX say your whole register pair will be increment by 1. But here I want to only add 1 into register. So INR. If I write INR A, it will increment whatever the content of accumulator can be, it will increment, it will add 1 into that. Yes or no, Ayush? INX किसके लिए होता है? After INX,
Yes, ma'am.
you need to use register pair, right? Here we don't want to increment register pair. We want to increment, we want to add 1 into accumulator. So you can use INRA. Are you getting me, students? Yes or no? Yes. Any doubt here in this? So there may be a two possible way to find a two's complement. One's complement always can be done with CMA, but for adding one, you can either use ADI or you can use INR. Right? Both will give you same result. Okay. STC basically used to set your carry flag. Set carry, if you observe your previous instructions, with previous instruction, we don't have any provision to set or reset any flag, right? हमारे पास previous जितने भी cases है, जितने भी instructions we have, we don't have any flexibility or we don't have any provision to change the content of flag, right? आपका flag का status आप check कर सकते हो by your result. Suppose मेरे accumulator में result is negative, that means I can check it in a flag register, that will be reflected in flag. But suppose if I'll say I want to, if my flag is set or reset, if it is reset, I want to make it set, not possible with any previous instruction. But through STC, you may have a provision to set basically your carry flag. If it is already set, then it will be as it is. But in case if it is 0, you can set it to 1, right? With future applications we will discuss. जब भी हम loop concept use करेंगे, at that time we'll check this instruction where there is a need to set the carry, right? So make sure STC instruction will help you to change the status of your carry, right? You can set your carry flag. If it is already set, there is no need to change. But in case if it is reset, you can set it to 1, right? Only carry flag will be affected. It will use only 1 byte of your memory, and it will use, there is no need to mention any operand. It will by default set your carry flag only, so it will use implied addressing mode. Any doubt here with this STC? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Like STC, we have one more instruction which will deal with the carry bit, which is known as CMC, complement carry. Right? CMC is again used to change the status of your carry bit only. With the CMC, you can complement it. यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि अगर आपका carry bit is already 1, it will not affect. But if it is 0, you can set it. But here you are in a position to complement it. If your previous carry is 0, you can make it 1. If your previous carry is 1, you can make it 0. Right? So complement of your carry bit can be possible through CMC. Any doubt, student? Again, remaining things are same. Only carry flag will be affected. It will occupy only 1 byte of your memory. It will not use any operand. Default carry will be set or reset depending upon previous result, and it will take only opcode fetch machine cycle. So I hope this instruction is clear. Any doubt with CMC?
No, ma'am.
Right? You can check here. CMC will basically use to change the flag. Which flag? Carry flag, but it will complement. Right? Only that is the difference. Now, With the next set of instruction under this same group is related to rotation, students. These instructions are very much useful. Try to understand it very clearly. Two basic and general things about this 4-5 instruction is the rotation and shifting is always with respect to accumulator only. So आप जितने भी rotation of accumulator find करोगे, it may be left or right with or without carry. Make sure you are always taking your accumulator in consideration for the rotation. Now, what we mean by rotation, that first we want to discuss, and then we will check for individual instruction. Before that, just try to understand what is the rotation with and without carry. Then we will focus on left and right. Right? Suppose if I say I am rotating the content of register which is accumulator by default without carry. Try to understand the difference between rotation with carry and rotation without carry. What we mean by rotation with carry and without carry, here try to understand first this figure. You have, for accumulator, you have 8 bit. If you say you are rotating the content of accumulator left side with without carry, that means your D7 bit will go to D0 bit. Your D7 bit will go to D0 bit. D0 bit will go to D1, D2, D3, D4 and so on. Am I communicating, student? You are rotating the content of accumulator towards left. Left side of rotate कर रहे हो without carry. So your D7 bit will move to D0 bit. Same way, your D0 will transfer to D1, D2, D3 and so on. But without carry, that means this carry bit only consider this D7 bit. But this bit, carry bit will not rotate. Again, I am repeating. Suppose if you say you are rotating without carry left side, how it will take place, right? This is your most significant bit, D7 bit. So your D7 bit will go to carry bit as well as your D0 bit. Your D0 bit will go to D1, D2, D3. That's why our content of accumulator will be shifted towards left by 1 position. Now what we mean by with carry rotation? Try to understand. With carry left side rotation, how it will take place? Your D7 bit will go to carry bit. Your carry bit will go to D0 bit. Then D0 to D1, D2, D3 and so on. Am I communicating, student? What is the difference between with carry and without carry rotation? In case of with carry, rotation of accumulator left, with carry, what will happen? Your D7 bit will be moved to the carry flag. Your carry flag status, if it is 0 or 1, what can be the status? That will transfer to D0 bit. Again D0 to D1, D2, D3, D4. So in short, the whole content will be transferred from right to left. That will shift from right to left, but by rotation, by considering the carry. While here, without carry, what is the process? Your D7 bit will go to carry bit, but your carry bit will not move, right? आपका carry flag जो है वो modify होगा. D7 bit का जो भी content है 0 or 1, your carry bit will be modified with that, but your D7 bit will go to D0 bit, not carry bit. Am I communicating, student? What is the difference between with carry and without carry rotation? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only one student. Only one student, it's clear? Yes? Is it clear, student? Now we have two options for the rotation. Either we can rotate left, जैसे हम लोग D7 में से D0 bit, D0 to D1, D2, D3 and so on. We are shifting towards left by 1 position. ऐसे हम लोग right side भी shift कर सकते हैं with and without carry. So total 4 instruction we have, which will give us a provision to shift our contents left side as well as right side with and without carry. Now try to understand the first. कौन सा लेफ्ट है कौन सा राइट है and with and without carry. There's 4 instruction we want to discuss today. Just try to understand how this rotation will take place. स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे रोटेशन में आप कभी भी आपका मिस्टेक नहीं होगा. यू विल ओनली मेक अ मिस्टेक विद दिस इंस्ट्रक्शन इज योर ऑप कोड, राइट. जो भी आप ऑप कोड यहाँ पे RAL इंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए जो ऑप कोड है, यू विल फॉरगेट दिस, you will misinterpret this, right? So make sure RAL is used to rotate the content of accumulator left with carry, right? अगर मैं बोलूं कि content of accumulator will shift towards left, that means D7 bit will move to D0 bit, but here it is with carry. That means how the rotation will take place? D7 bit कहाँ पे जाएगा? Where your D7 bit will move? In carry. And
Carry flag.
Very good. And your carry will be transferred to D0 bit, then D0 to D1, D2, D3 and so on, right? So you can understand here with this example. Suppose if I write RAL that will rotate the content of accumulator left with carry. If I'll use RAL, there is no need to mention any operand. By default, it will rotate the content of accumulator. Let's say, for example, initial content is 0F, right? And if I'll rotate it left with carry, it will check the status of carry flag, right? Carry flag will be moved to the last bit. So here you can check that your 1 is transferred over here. The shift bit is shifted towards right by 1 position. If carry flag is set, carry flag is initial value of carry flag is 0. ये 0 यहाँ पे गया. This 0 will be transferred here, and 1 bit will be shifting towards left. But if carry flag is 1, if your carry flag is 1, आपका D0 bit, D7 bit है वो carry में गया. But your carry bit was 1, so your last bit is 1. Are you getting me, student? Here in this example, right? आपका previous content क्या था? 0F. If your carry is 0, then what will happen? Carry का जो bit था वो यहाँ पे गया, so it is 0. बाकी 1 shift हुआ. Can you see here? And जो आपका last bit था वो कहाँ पे गया? Carry में. और in case of CF is equal to 1, आपका carry bit कहाँ गया? 1. Here, can you check here? This 1 bit will be shifted towards left by 1 position, and आपका जो D7 bit, most significant bit था वो कहाँ पे गया? Carry bit में. Is it clear, student, how this RAL will work? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Like same way, whenever we are rotating the content of accumulator left with carry, same way we are having an instruction to rotate the content of accumulator left without carry. So only D7 bit will be placed to D0 as well as carry, but your carry will not rotate. So for example, if initial content is 0F, right? The content of accumulator is 0F. This 0 will transfer to carry as well as D7 to D0. So ultimately your result will be the shifting of 1 bit left side. यहाँ पे जो आपका D7 बिट था वो carry में भी गया है और D1 में भी D0 बिट में भी गया है. So 0, 1, 1, 1, 1 and remaining 3 are 0. So you'll find your content is 1E. Any doubt here in this, student? RLC. देखो ये आपको रोटेशन लेफ्ट, फिर ये आप C को इंटरप्रेट करोगे विथ कैरी, बट मेक ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट इज विदाउट कैरी, राइट? आप जो भी मिस्टेक करोगे यू विल फाइंड इट इन ऑपकोड ओनली. सो मेक श्योर you will understand it is without carry, right? With carry left rotation we had discussed. in terms of RAL, rotation of accumulator left without, with carry, with RAL and without carry. The same, जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं, सेम थिंग, सेम प्रोसेस वी कैन परफॉर्म with the rotation on right hand side of accumulator. यहाँ पे आपका D7 बिट D0 में जा रहा है, वहाँ पे आपका D0 बिट D7 में जाएगा, and you are shifting the content of accumulator right with carry and without carry. These two instruction again we'll discuss tomorrow, right? Or that is rotation of accumulator right, that we will discuss, and then we will check for few examples based upon this instruction. So any last point to discuss for today's lecture, students? Any doubt? Anyone? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Right. Just wait for 1 more minute. I'm taking the attendance and then you may leave for your next class. This was the last class, right?